But now let's go to Nakuru and talk to a reporter, Joanne Letin, who visited Baringo County, one of the area hard hit by the drought, and now joins us for an update. Letin, good morning. What do you have for us? Because I understand that Baringo is among some of the counties that has been hard hit by the ongoing drought.
Good morning to you, Brenda, from Nakuru County. Yesterday, as you said, we visited Baringo County, and the situation there is very dire. It is very devastating because currently there is no vegetation which livestock could feed on, and people have been forced to move to areas where there is water. But you know, if you have a lot of people in a place, they are going to deplete the resources there. So yesterday when we got to Baringo, a place called Mondi, there were women who are crushing bitter fruits. They are called sorich, which they will boil for like 12 hours and then eat later. If you eat before the 12 hours have elapsed, you are likely to die. And we also visited a village called Kositei in near Chemolingot, where we found that 3 people have allegedly died because of lack of food. Some of them, there was a man who died 3 days ago and was buried yesterday, and he left his wife and 2 children, 2 very young children, with no food, no shelter, nothing to show for. They have completely nothing to show, and they are also suffering. And soon, if this is not looked at, they are going to die due to hunger. I'm currently joined by a resident who is going to tell us exactly the situation, how it is in Baringo. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Unaweza tueleza labda situation ya Baringo ikoje?
Kwa majina naitwa Busi Ateker John na natoka Marikat, and Baringo is my county. I know all corners of 11,000 square kilometers, and the situation there is pathetic. And people are dying of hunger, and the government should not hide that people are not dying. It is true, people are dying of hunger. And the worst hit are 3 sub-counties, which is Tier T sub-county, Baringo South, and Baringo North. But the hardest hit is Tier T constituency, and particularly those sides of Chemolingot, as you had said, Koloa, Toplin locations. You have Akuchatis, you have Tangulbe, and those sides of Amaya. And in Baringo North is more of this lower side of Loruk, Kipcherere, Yatia, and on the other side of Kerio Valley is those sides of Parwesa and those sides of Partabwa. In Baringo South, the most affected area is Mukutanin and part of Marikat locations. So the truth is this: the government need to come in handy to save the life of the people. But
yesterday the CS was there, and he brought 500 bags of beans. What do you think? Do you think that is enough?
What is 500 bags of beans to a population of almost 200,000 who are affected by hunger? Out of 600,000 population of Baringo, those who are more affected is around 200,000. If you divide 200,000 people by 500 bags, less than grams. So it cannot help. But again, secondly, why do we have stores for cereals in Marikat, Kimalel, and Ginyang, which are empty? Those were meant for strategic food reserve. Why Wamalwa and Kunjuri are not taking already stored food in silos to those areas, so that mitigating of this hunger can be more quicker than waiting for tendering and whatever. Those who are presidential directive only take orders. They take orders and those food are there within less than 24 hours. Right now we are told farmers in Eldoret cannot get where to put their maize. Why don't you take to these empty stores in Baringo, Turkana? They meant the same thing. So I think I blame the government of the day, especially the national government, because their main responsibility is a strategic food reserve to save during the hunger situation. When you come to county government, Baringo County is only given 5.5 billion. Budget for agriculture in Baringo is less than 1 billion, which is supposed to serve 6 sub-counties. Even if they put 100 million for strategic reserve for the county. Why has Kiptis not done that? Why should you only reserve 13 million? What is 13 million to 200,000 Kenyans who are suffering from hunger in Baringo County? So Kiptis also, I know my weakness with my governor is that he doesn't listen. He refused to listen. And I don't know why he fears people who are not working in his government to advise him. And some of us are willing to give free advice. We don't need money. Why does he not facilitate us to go and talk to him? Why should people die? Why should you return money to national government because you don't do projects? And then you talk of people dying of hunger. Another problem is that water. The county government are not planning also. Why every raining season water is running everywhere, causing floods? Why don't they put a strategic program to reserve those water? And my concern with the county government is that, and this is my advice to the minister and the CC and the county government at large, that they must stop constructing ponds. Pond does not take more than 3 months. They need to construct small dams. We can put water up to the next raining season to enable water to be available for communities. Yeah. So I don't know whether you need any other thing to say.
So can you talk about probably relief food?
When you talk of relief food, they are being given by different institutions. There is Red Cross, there is National Disaster Management Authority, there is the government received under Ministry of Devolution. Can they prioritize areas? Me, I always remember those days when hunger streak, the president give orders, and when the president give orders, lorries are found within less than 12 hours. Why is the president quiet with these orders? Or is he not in charge? Why should people die? And in the blueprint of Jubilee government, Agenda 4 is food security. Has it turned into handshake? That they have now forgotten the Agenda 4 for food security. So it's a night time the president of this country take charge. Forget about politics, which is happening left and right. Concentrate in saving the life of the people who elected you as the president of this country. Okay. Fighting corruption without helping people cannot still serve any purpose. Yeah.
Brenda, as we speak, a report by the Food and Nutrition Security Assessment under the national government indicated that the people in Baringo, which is a population of 707,000, currently those who are food insecure are at 73,000. And the situation as we speak is very dire, and their only hope is that the national government and partners will come to their rescue. Back to you in studio.